White toes give me a 10. Cocaine kill in 10. All the bitch found good shine. All of my pick which kind. I made them a starter. You went from a down to a quarter. I Chico the project. I live in that loud on apartment. Yeah. I'm ready to start it. I'm ready to start it. She's like I'm a dick. I'm hot in the closet. I'm hot in the room. 3 mil in the room. You get silver spoon. I bought you some gold. Try that hard, go we back up. Rose gold from your neck up. You know the longest not to try to check us. But they feel like you're mad, bro. Yeah. I'm in a relationship with all my bitches, yeah. I need to cut some of them off, I need help. I got some bad things I wanna to myself. Gotta take the time to cut them off, I need help. I know how to make the girls go crazy. When you like the number one baby.
Haven't heard this G in a minute. GFCMIR said, Grand Rising Brother.
What up, brother? I was gonna hit you up last night. I should've went to go get some food. I was just chilling on the stream, bro. I was like, where this nigga Mirror at, man? Could've had like one of them nights, like we got towards 2023, bro. Just get drunk or something. Right around the town, so we find some food.
I got your bitch in a backpack. I paid extra for the crib, it got a kid shack.
I paid extra for the crib, it got a game room. Got a penthouse in the back, it ain't my main room. Tamika, Joe, and Portia kept inside. W sleep stream last night, bro. Craziest message that the craziest message that came through was like
GFCMIR said, let's get it, brother.
I'm doing one of these nights for sure.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship. We can do it like
I need to cut some of them off, I need.
I don't know, I'm gonna try to get like Tuesday off.
Bad things I wanna to myself. Gotta take the time to cut them.
I'm gonna try to get like Tuesday off or some shit so we can
make the girls go crazy.
Watching NXT or
like
something.
the number one baby. Put my bitches on, yachts, we don't do jet ski.
Right now, you can go get no
Put your ice on, they need to help me.
We playing all the old songs. Alexa, play Pick Up the Phone by Travis Scott from Apple Music.
Pick Up the Phone by Young Thug and Travis Scott from Apple Music.
I'm playing all the music.
GFCMIR said, THT as a bet.
That's a bad. Hold on, let me put it to where y'all can hear the fucking chat reader.
Travis Scott, Tucker, hey.
I'm going for
Just a fucking show. I just wake out my door. Pull it off and I'm gone. Then I'm going before. Then I roll up. Then I'm calling your hoe. Pick up the phone, baby. I know you're home, baby.
GFCMIR said, play It's a Marvelous Day Next Gang.
Alexa, play Marvelous Day by Cap G from Apple Music.
Marvelous Day, featuring Lil Uzi Vert and Gunna by Cap G from Apple Music.
I like this song. Come on. Yo, I went out yesterday. A couple of orders for 3-4 hours. These were finna do a giveaway right here in the stream. I'm about to start on that. I had a marvelous day. My little baby brought her today. My Carlo and went on a date. Put a dick out on the plate. Don't give me a piece of that cake. I was already getting paid to plane. So I'm gonna take my little bitch out of Spain. I'm gonna come her body with fame. You say you a shooter, you ain't. I ride around with the thing. John Wick with the aim. I'm drinking Drake for the pain. I'm with Gunna and rolling. Uzi got on Rick Owens. All they got. I got rolling. She on that pole like voting. I just seen Cannon pull up in that pedal. Got sauce like marinara. Bitch, I'm Cap G the netter. All the Gucci apparel. All the Louis apparel. Free J-Lo, free Gerald. God, they ain't never tell yo. Usually better
head. Watch when I pull out that red. And lady, they gon' hit. Let's stay out of the way. That's what you got in the game. My water ain't got my leg. What's going on with this school? I had a marvelous day. Ain't no baby bottle today. Took a model and went on a date. Today got on the fade. Give me a piece of that cake. I'ma try to do bound and plane. I'ma tell my little bitch out of Spain.
GFCMIR said, about to start up my stream, brother.
I'm a lover and fucking with rich. He didn't want to pull up in your rich. He didn't want so I don't know your name. Put me out of my chair like a stain. Crick out and give me these fists. Back out, it look like a cake. 150 rep it day in the day. Let's go do what I say. Laws and go make it rain.
Avocado _ da _ frog said, you would up, man.
I'm a little bit, yeah, she Cuban. Give me that now, we gon' like. Oh, I saw that be the same. I'm way too angry. Watching I pull out that red. A lot of these niggas gon' hit. Let's stay out of the way.
Bronson Reed returns in the WrestleMania main event across 7 match.
I had a marvelous day. See no baby bottle today. Took a model and went on a date. Put a dick out on the face. I'ma give me a piece of that. I'ma try to do bound and plane. I'ma tell my little bitch out of Spain. I'ma cover her body with sane. I gotta keep me in pain, it's insane. I'ma trip all the way to the bank. Thought I told you that's another lane. Yeah, they catch you, my nigga, my main. You done turned up a whole nother lane. We gon' kinda touch and eat the pain.
Whether or not he actually pinned you on the count,
I used to have to ride a train.
cover a tip.
On the chain. Pussy boy, why you hang? I ain't never been a line. I used to listen to one.
Wait, you gotta go past this.
I know people in my place. They wanna be in my place. Yeah, nigga, carry that weight.
Show a picture of Bronson
Every day. Watching I pull out that red. A lot of niggas, they gon' hit. Let's stay out of the way. That was you down the game. My water ain't come out of the lake. Yeah, nigga, proud to pay. I had a marvelous day. Ain't no baby bottle today. Took a model and went on a date. Put a dick out on the face. I'ma give me a piece of that.
I need to wait and see on plane.
I'ma tell my little bitch out of Spain. I'ma cover her body with sane.
It was on like that old school episode of Raw. I need to find that so I can take a screenshot.
Do your light it up. I need that rig talk. Look. She won't put that pussy on me. Put it on. Come and pull up on me. Make sure that they don't. We gon' fuck from night to all the way to the morning. I hate to tell that bitch. She said them niggas claim they gon' don't move on. You got me fucked up. We gon' split your head. Get my first jewelry. Be put down the street trying to play some shit red. You talk that shit to stand on that. Better be about what you said. One of those fights inside the face. These pussy niggas. Got this little more comfort on me. No one know I got see you know I call me, she don't know money. Like I said, back, I got her like a fountain. I picked her so she said on down me. Yeah, these pussy niggas. Yeah. I don't like that nigga. One of them hoe ass boys try me, I bet I play the fucking cigarette. Fuck your mama, call her face. Bitch, you see just how I play. Actively about bust head. Gotta scuff a nigga down with head. Pockets got money, plus I got it on me. This bitch needs some vibes. Cause she acting like she don't see. Fireworks need an A to graduate. I got a K with me. You don't understand, need an L address. They gon' get it working from the street. Bitch, through my whole life I had to fix my dirty guns. Cause it's a wall, say that they gon' pop out feet. Yeah, we wet your feet, we play for keep inside that water. Ain't no sleep, so bitch, you best to have eat. I ain't never play around with my nose, point to a ball, getting full of junk. I know you know this shit get thick. My mind been out here on my own. My girl try hard to hold me down. This other hoe keep on my phone. I done shit tears inside that cell. I done touched down time to cause hell. Ain't who that is, them looks prevail. Told her about condoms out the shell. She takes the phone, she say she hit it over here. I know that she won't put that pussy on me. Put it on. Come and pull up on me. Make sure that they don't. They gon' fuck from night to all the way to the morning. I hate to tell that bitch. She say them niggas claim they gon' don't put it on me. Alright, bitch, I'll make a lick.
Play Whacked Out Murals by Kendrick Lamar from Apple Music.
I can't find the song Whacked Out Murals by Kendrick Lamar on Apple Music.
Alexa, play GNX, the album by Kendrick Lamar from Apple Music.
Playing GNX by Kendrick Lamar from Apple Music.
Siento aquí tu presencia.
So you can find, you got the song. You just don't know the name of it. Alexa, what's the name of this song?
This is Waked Out Girls by Kendrick Lamar.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. That energy'll make you niggas move to Europe. But it's regular for me, yeah, that's for sure. The love and hate is definite without a cure. All this talk is bitch made, that's on my lord. I kill them all before I let them kill my joy.
That's the thing, bro. You gotta sit there, somehow play the song.
That nigga, but now
you gotta somehow get Alexa to play the song, and then you gotta ask them to
body. I'm lick first.
Then
God got me. I watch them pander with their backhanded compliments. Put their head on the Cuban link as a monument. I pay homage and I always mind my business. I never lost who I am for a rap image.
That's motivation if you wonder how I did it. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Yeah, nigga,
keep your feelings out the way. Never let no one put smut up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. Understand everybody ain't go like you. Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you been lied to. A couple rules of engagements, I'ma guide you.
Que refleja tu mirada, la noche tú y yo.
Riding in my GMX with Anita Baker and the team deck. It's gonna be a sweet love. Fuck apologies, I wanna see y'all geeked up. Don't acknowledge me, then maybe we can say it's fair. Take it to the internet and I'ma take it there. Miss my Uncle Lemaine, he said that he would kill me if I didn't make it. Now I'm possessed by a spirit and they can't take it. Used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolling chain proud. Irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever though, call me crazy, everybody questionable. Turn me to I drew a line in decimals. Told you Taylor made, I prayed it was the edibles. I couldn't believe it, it was only right for me to let it go. Won the Super Bowl and I'm the only one congratulate me. All these niggas agitated, I'm just glad they show their faces, quite frankly. Plenty artists, but they outdated. Old ass flows trying to convince me that you they favorite. This is not for lyricists, I swear it's not the sentiments. Fuck a double entendre, I want y'all to feel this shit. Old soul, bitch, I probably built them pyramids. Dunking strays when I rap. Battled in the Nickersies. Where you from? Not where I'm from. We all indigenous against all lies. I strive for them devil against all lies. I showed up as a gentleman. I done lost plenty friends, 16 to be specific. Put that on my kids' children. We gon' see the future first. It ain't not big tripping. I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burn? All that them is over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Yeah, nigga, going up your rank. Know you a god even when they say you ain't. Yeah, nigga, get your feelings out the way. Never let no one push mud up on your name. Yeah, nigga, keep your head down and work like I do. But understand, everybody ain't gonna like you. Yeah, nigga, if they say it's love, you been lied to. A couple rules of engagements here to guide you. Niggas from my city couldn't entertain no boy. Promising them transactions and even Bitcoin. I never piece it up, that shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. Niggas mad cause I decided not to pretend. Y'all stay politically correct, I'ma do what I did. Ain't no sympathy here, this shit's hilarious. It's a lot of opinions but no power to carry it. 2025 they still moving on some scary shit. Tell them quit their job and pay the real niggas they severance. Don't insult my intelligence, I'm not just for the television. Teleport the bullets rolling, dig up all my relatives. Okay nigga, let's settle it. These niggas been fake loyal since y'all pandering to choose a side. Let me do it for you. Okay, fuck your hip hop. I watch the party just die. Niggas calculating about well, hard of y'all that's on trial. Niggas thought that I was anti-social when I stayed inside of my house. You better off to have one woman, everything tricky right now. You niggas living in the now. Hey, fuck anybody empathetic to the other side, I vow. A bitch nigga love bitch niggas, they exist for them in this style. Exterminate them right now. Make cowgirls and them proud. The truth if I get loud. No juice inside of my cup, I sober up and knock them all up. Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman as law. I know propaganda work for them and fuck whoever that's close to them. The niggas that cool, the niggas that being groomed, slide on both of them. You ain't really Captain Crunch, proceeded to reward and you done put over by the law. You ain't dirty, so you can argue with them to make it to be a star. Bear your soul and put your heart up in it. What I did, wipe the murals out, but it ain't no legends if my legend is.
Alexa, stop the music. Cause I forgot I played the whole album. She finna end up playing some bullshit. She about to end up playing some bullshit. I am reincarnated. We stargazing. I need all my babies. That shit hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Deal. Reddit. No, we gotta play one more song. I think we gotta play some short shit. We gotta play some short shit.
GF of 4 years who helped me escape my abs. GF of 4 years who helped me escape.
Pause that shit.
GF of 4 years.
Bro, just pause it, bro. Alexa, play Turn Off the Radio by A Boogie with the Hoodie from Apple Music.
Turn Off the Radio by A Boogie with the Hoodie from Apple Music.
This should make me I need to just start running that nuts, bro.
Why you always wanna go and talk about my old? Why you gotta take it there, places that we don't go? You know things about me, everybody doesn't know. Don't you know my money's unfair? I hope you hear me clearly, hope you feeling me. Every day that she keep Gucci on my sleeve. I'm facing all my fears, I'm facing Hennessy. I'm hard, that bitch is smoking bad. What the fuck is that sound? Even when she walk, it make her clap sound. We don't see nobody, we spin back, bro. Man got everybody sad down. Why you wanna always go and bring up my old? But you know my body, stop acting like you don't know. You know everything. She want wedding bands for rings. When she do it, then she make it ricochet. Where you going, wanna see you every day. Let a nigga have it, gotta take my chain. I get in my bag before you get away. I put the mag out, everybody shut down. Hit it from the back, she making clap sounds. I'm so sick of all these love songs, but I cannot turn off the radio. Why we always gotta go and talk about my old?
Spikery said, hello.
What's going on? Don't you know my money's unfair?
What up, Spikery?
Where you been? Switching up locations on me daily. You the one that changed. Told you not to call me boogie, only call me baby.
This blood roll, I swear I'm gonna start. This blood roll, I swear I'm gonna start.
Fuck it, I'ma be a fly nigga forever. When you with your girls, I swear you feeling yourself. And then when I'm with the fellas, you be acting jealous, so jealous. I left in a rave, then I came back home in the belly with glitter on my face.
Spikery said, I'm doing good. Spikery said, I can barely hear you.
I got it on my chain, be like one of you something for it. My niggas crazy, I swear they would kill you for it. You tell me I'm crazy, but you probably got me for it. Why we always gotta go and talk about my old?
My shit turned down in the seat right there.
You know shit about me, everybody doesn't know. Girl, you know my money's on track.
Spikery said, oh okay. Spikery said, okay. Spikery said, RG bait. Spikery said, LMAO.
Alexa, turn that shit off. Shut that shit up. Don't speak again. Should I keep that motherfucker right there? Oh, yeah, turn that bitch up a little bit more. Yo, that bitch might be a little bit too loud. That bitch might be a little bit too loud. I'm gonna keep it right there. What we finna get into right now?
Spikery said, oh that's better. Spikery said, it's okay.
All right, man. That little echo though, I gotta get rid of that shit.
Spikery said, who?
I gotta get rid of that little echo shit. Let me get rid of that.
Are you LeRon?
What the fuck?
Spikery said, Paul.
That That shit
Drip
gone.
and then Fleetus said, do a backflip for $10.
Do a backflip for $10. I would, but I'd fucking die if I did it in the room. And I'm not going outside. I ain't gonna lie. That's an easy $10. I'm all about that bag, but I don't feel like going outside. I'll go make $10 doing something else today. Bro, look, bro. The ceiling literally right here, bro. I'm literally touching the ceiling.
Spikery said, LMAO bro.
Motherfuckers be thinking I'm cap when I say I'm 6'2". The ceiling is right here, bro.
Spikery
Look, I'm still
said,
touching the ceiling.
Skull.
I'm still touching the ceiling, and I'm leaning down. I can damn near touch that bitch sitting down. Bro, I'm like a quarter of a way from that bitch, bro. I'll fucking die if I try
Spikery said, we're going to, I don't do it.
I'll fucking die. I'll do a front flip. And I ain't gonna die from a front flip. Hey, though, we got Reddit story. I don't know what kind of stories these is. That's the thing. I ain't pick a certain specific type of whatchamacallit. So these just random.
Fleetus said, wait, I was kidding, loudly crying.
Hey, y'all goofy, man. Shout out y'all. Shout out Spikery and Drip. Hey, though, I don't know what type of stories these is, so they about to just surprise us. I don't know how the fuck these Reddit stories be getting posted on TikTok, bro. But I can't say certain shit on TikTok, but it is what it is. We finna get into this.
Years who helped me escape my abs home laughed at
Wait,
an
what?
SA joke
Yo,
right
what?
next to me. GF of 4 years who helped me escape my abs home laughed
Y'all
at
can hear
SA
this
joke
good?
right next to me. Then I found out she'd been sharing my childhood trauma.
I need to
with
turn it up a
everyone as
little bit
girl
more.
talk. I've been with my girlfriend for 4 years now.
How's
We're
that?
both 20. After high school, I moved in with her
I don't
immediately
like that.
because of problems with my father. Some background: my mother died when I was 7, and my dad remarried when I was 9. My stepmother sexually abused me from ages 10 to 15.
What the fuck?
I didn't tell my father until I was 16. Instead of supporting me, he dismissed it completely. Shrugged it off like I was making it up or something. He's still married to her.
Spikery
There were
said,
days I'd lock myself
can you check my TikTok?
Can you check my TikTok? I got you. What you
in my
texting
room
me or
just
some
to
shit?
avoid being in the same space as her. My dad would bang on the door telling me to stop being dramatic. That's the kind of household I was living
Spikery
in. I
said,
told
oh, that volume is good.
my girlfriend
Oh, yeah.
about all this after dating for a
Drip
year.
and then
She
Fleetus
seemed supportive
said, volume's
and let me
Bet.
live with her and her parents, who have treated me well. Her mom would always make sure I had food, and her dad taught me how to.
Hey, this sound like some sad shit.
Spikery
I ain't gonna lie. We
said,
trying to look at some funny
it's
shit.
BRX_editor.
My mom's new husband takes his kids and are on vacation, leaving me home alone without saying a word. So I go to stay with my dad, and everything spirals out of control. I'm a 16-year-old.
What the fuck? What? Bro, I gotta look up. Hey, I gotta look.
I had to sleep with my sister to prove to my parents that she was upset.
What?
It all
Let's look at bro's TikTok. Let's look at bro's TikTok. Wait a minute. Did he add me?
Spikery said, LMAO. Spikery said, ha 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 ha.
Hold on. What did he say that she was? Underscore.
Spikery said, he had to Y5H his sister. Spikery said, LMAO.
This you right here. 101 following. You gotta see as you. This you? Is you? I think y'all can see it. Is you?
Spikery said, no. Spikery said, yes.
No. Yes.
Spikery said, that's me.
I'm about to add you. Yeah, you got to follow for me. Isn't that simple?
Spikery said. That one with the green PFP. Spikery said. Poop nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a follow. Shout out you. Oh my god, I can hear
Spikery
myself again.
said. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Why can I? Oh yeah, let's go. But this nigga said he had to do what? Wait a minute. He said he had to do what?
I had to sleep with my sister to prove to my parents that she was obsessed with me. It all started when she would bury her head under my skirt. She kept challenging me to climb an old treehouse, which I finally did, only to realize she could see up my skirt as I climbed. I screamed at her to stop looking, and she acted like I was disgusting for thinking she was looking. The whole situation was super weird, so
Your skirt? Just a girl?
I just let it go and never mentioned it again. A few months later, I caught her looking at my photos on my
Spikery
phone. Of
said.
course, a big fight
Skull NAHH.
happened, and my parents got involved. She told them she was trying to delete an ugly photo I had taken of her somehow. My parents saw it as if we were both in the wrong. I didn't have anything scandalous there, but it just felt so wrong for her to be looking at my photos. 2 years later, when we were moving to a new house, my sister and I found out we would be sharing the same bathroom. My sister acted annoyed, but I could see the smile on her face. She never knocked when I was in the shower. Instead, she just tried to see if the door was locked. Eventually, the inevitable happened. I forgot to lock the door, and she barged in. Fortunately, I was still dressed. I told my parents about it, and instead of the solution being that she should knock, the solution was that I should use the guest bathroom downstairs. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse, it did. A few nights ago, after a family barbecue, I went back to my room and noticed that the pants I had changed out of before everyone arrived were out of the laundry basket and on the floor. When I got up to do the laundry the next morning, I realized that the underwear I was wearing with those pants was missing. I wanted to scream my sister's name and storm into her room, but it would be pointless. The idea of confronting her about it, and her trying to manipulate me again, was so exhausting that I simply didn't say anything. I knew my younger sister was guilty, but I had no concrete proof, and I was sure that if I confronted her or told my parents, she would just try to manipulate me again and make me feel crazy. As I suspected, a few days later, I noticed that some of my white and black underwear were missing from my dresser. But this time, I didn't say anything and acted like I didn't know anything. The next part of my plan was a bit sneaky, as I suspected. A few days later, I noticed that some of the white and black underwear were missing from my dresser.
Oh my god, what happened to TikTok loudly crying?
I didn't say anything and acted like I didn't know anything. The next part of my plan was a bit sneaky. I was thinking about how to make her hit on me or something like that so I could record it and tell my parents. So, I decided on
You want shit at this point.
My parents were going to another city for the wedding of 2 of their
Sweet
friends.
home Alabama.
That day would be perfect to put the plan into action. So the day arrived. I thought of ways to provoke her, and the most effective way I found was to pretend I was using the bathroom and stay inside wearing only the bottom of my bikini, waiting for her to barge in as she always did. As expected, she broke in through the door as usual, but I didn't expect the reaction she had. She stood there staring at me as if she wanted to pounce on me, like a wolf looks at its prey defensively, but at the same time with a scared expression. This time, I did it differently. I didn't scream. I didn't move away. I didn't make a scene. I just looked into her eyes with a tempting expression. I smiled and asked, "Do you like what you see?" She was startled again and said, "Of course, I've always hoped for this sight." At that moment, I knew my plan was going to work. Now you can check if there is a part 2 by pressing share and more. I had to.
We're not checking if there's a part 2, and we're not sharing for more. Don't do that. Don't do that. The most effective thing you can just do in that situation to get out of all of that. Ranking wrestlers, I beat the shit out of.
Said, YAOFC.
Ranking family members, I'd beat the shit out of. Bro, there ain't no way, bro. You should have just beat the shit out of him.
My mother-in-law snatched my newborn from my arms and smirked. "I'll be raising him now." I thought she was bluffing, until she pulled out a fake guardianship document. My husband's next words made her instantly regret everything. I never thought my life would turn into something out of a twisted soap opera, but here I am, telling you all.
Bro, we're not listening to stories like this, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta put in specific stories. We gotta put in specific stories. We're not going for shock value. Should we go for shock value? All right, come on. We finna go for shock value. Fuck it. Might as well. Where the search at? I'm a dumbass nigga. Yeah, that shit about to be loud. I don't give a fuck. Why don't this shit need to hurry up and come up? Bro, what the fuck? This shit taking so long to load, bro.
What's your craziest?
Alright, there you go. There you go. Shut that shit up. Shut that shit up. I might turn chat reader off and just read the chats myself. We only got a couple people in this bitch right now, though.
Craziest Tinder date story. What's your, what?
We got Reddit Tinder stories.
What's your craziest Tinder date story? This actually happened 2 years ago on this day, which will make sense a little.
2 years
down the
ago
road.
on this day.
In 2016, I started using Tinder for the first time.
It is
after a
not.
crappy
What the
breakup.
fuck? That is not 2 years ago, buddy. That's like 10 years ago. God
I had met a
damn.
few people, but nothing had ever really panned out beyond a few hookups. My profile was filled with some bullcrap along the
Tinder in 2016 is fucking crazy, unk. God fucking damn.
lines of not the love of your life. Perfect date for when you want your family to question your life
Bro, this nigga probably seen 9/11 live. God fucking damn, this nigga
choices and was mostly filled with pictures of me hanging out with my dog. Fast forward to March of 2017 and I matched with someone. After a couple of one-off messages that don't really go anywhere, we ended up talking one night and stayed up until 5 in the morning messaging each other back and forth. A couple nights after that, we decided to meet up and she invites me over to her house for dinner. This all sounds great, except for two problems. The first problem is that I have a beard in all of my photos. And even calling it a beard is a bit of a stretch. My facial hair is like if someone shaved a guinea pig and superglued it to my face. If I grow it out too long, looks like a tuft of boobs growing out from a chin, wiry and sparse. It's not good. For 6 years, I'd still kept a reasonably trimmed
just like
beard
my
length
shit.
because it
Your
was
shit
better
like
than
mine.
nothing and actually looks full when it's shorter. But for some reason, the week before we started talking, I had decided to shave my face for the first time in years. I just wanted to know what it looked like. The answer? Not freaking good. At this point, I was 27 but still looked young for my age. Good. At the
Why the
answer?
fuck the bus on?
Not freaking good. At this point, the answer? Not freaking good. At this
That nigga was talking like one of the apes be talking on the Planet of the Apes reboots.
point, I was 27 but still looked young.
Koba, how you feeling? Not freaking good.
Young for my age. Shave the beard off and I look like a 12-year-old with a bunch of tattoos and insomnia. Really awkward. So I pulled up to her house and text before I got out of my car to say, hey, by the way, if it looks like a 15-year-old is knocking on your door, it's just me. Luckily, she's not as turned off by my baby face as I expected. All good so far. I went inside and we end up hanging out all night. She cooked an incredible dinner and we decided to watch a movie. She was blown away by the fact that I'd never seen Labyrinth and demanded we watch it. We ended up watching 3 movies that night. For Labyrinth, I was about 5 feet away on the couch. For Young Frankenstein, we were sitting next to each other. For the third movie, which I can't remember for the life of me, we were cuddling. And this is where the second problem comes in. After my breakup in 2016 and realizing I'd been battling lifelong depression, I started taking antidepressants. One of the super fun side effects of SSRIs is that it can be really hard to climax. Like, try as you might, nothing. Dust. Moths. Nothing. Thanks Big Pharma. And so commenced the next 2 hours of the worst love making either of us had ever had. 2 hours of awkwardly grinding and sweating, stopping to try new positions, and statements like holy crap I might have a heart attack. Why are my ears ringing so loudly? And what about this position? Ouch. Oh my god, I need a towel. So much sweat. I can't see. We were in the basement on a large 3-piece couch. You know, one of those ones with seams to connect the pieces. Well, at one point I tried to plant my toes in the seam to get some traction and ended up kicking the couch piece away from us and sending us both flying to the floor. A bruised butt, a bench schlong. A lot of questioning of whether this was a good idea. If this had been a movie or a romance novel, a 2-hour intimate binge sounds like a dream come true. Well, let me tell you that crap sucks if you haven't done any cardio in your life. And Jesus Christ, the sweat. So slippery and gross. This wasn't golden light streaming through the windows and we're both glistening sweat. This is Bog Monsters come to life sweat. This is Ace Ventura crawling out of the rhino sweat. At one point our chests become suction cupped together. I could have run and slid on my belly down a hallway like an exposed nose if my heart hadn't felt like it was going to explode. And the chafing. Damn. No matter how ready either of y'all are when you start out, after 2 hours, it's gonna wear off. We both felt like we'd attacked our bits with sandpaper. My poor unfulfilled schlong just went through hell for nothing. Not to mention that she just spent 2 hours with a baby-faced human who couldn't make her finish and who might die of cardiac arrest in her basement. This was no climactic movie intimate scene. This was a John Waters film come to life. Well, after 2 hours and no climax, we called it a night. It's obviously not gonna happen for either of us and we figured we might as well quit while we're ahead and no one has died. We went outside for a smoke and at this point it's about 6 a.m. I'm wearing only a hoodie and briefs and she's only in a bathrobe. We sit down and the next thing we know, her mom came out for a cig. She had just moved back home before finding a new place. So not only did we both just have the worst intimate encounter of our lives, but now I get to meet her mom for the first time. Great. I'm definitely not half exposed, covered in sweat, and sitting next to her half exposed adult daughter. Somehow she is completely unfazed by this whole encounter and actually starts going on about her most recent Tinder match with a self-proclaimed oil baron. Life is weird. Well, the reason I am posting this on March 14th is because this is our 2-year anniversary and we're engaged to be married on March 14th of 2020. Our intimate life is far better now and we both look back in humor and horror on that night and wonder why the hell we decided to keep hanging out afterwards. I mean, now we know, but our past selves must have been really desperate. Edit, just jumping in to say, holy crap y'all, thanks so much for all the congratulations. I am still wholly undecided if I will ever show her this post. It's one thing to tell all our friends about our first hookup, it's another to tell the whole internet. We'll see though. Did not expect to be sitting in a classroom, chugging coffee to stay alive, and seeing this thing take off. And for those asking, I've changed my dosage on my SSRI and haven't really had the anticlimax issue in over a year. Talk to your doctor and see about switching things up if your side effects are causing a huge issue.
What the fuck? We're not doing none of that. This is not. I'm about to get canceled. I'm about to get canceled. Why do I do that? Why did I say that? I'm about to get canceled. Well, it was a good round. I lasted, team. Where the next one at?
I said, you're not a bad guy, just not a man I'd brag about. He said, cool, then walked out and ghosted me like we were casual Tinder flings, not married for 4 years. I'm 32, and that's literally the last thing I said to my husband before he ghosted me like we were casual Tinder matches instead of married for 4 years.
Oh, tell us about
Looking
it.
back,
Tell
I
us
probably
about
should have
it.
seen it coming. We've been fighting more and more, but honestly, I was just keeping it real. Alex was fine, not terrible, not amazing, just there. Every Sunday, I'd scroll through Instagram, seeing Jen and her hubby on another yacht weekend while I'm stuck at home watching Alex play video games. It wasn't always like this. When we first met, he had ambition. He was going to start his own business, work his way up, all that stuff guys say to impress you. The night before it all went down, I was at dinner with my girls. Stacy's husband had just surprised her with a Range Rover, not even her birthday, just
We got the typical jackass here. I'm gonna start my own business. I'm gonna be that guy. Nigga, I sweet chin music and put you in a headlock. Bitch ass nigga, just like you used to get done in high school.
because Ollie's man
Learn
had gotten
your
that
fucking
promotion,
place in this
so
world
they were
and
house hunting
live
in
in
that gated community everyone wants to get into. Then there was me, sitting there with nothing exciting to share, except that Alex had finally fixed that leaky faucet after I'd asked for, 3 months. How's Alex doing at work? Stacy asked, and I just shrugged. What was I supposed to say? That he was still in the same position he'd been at for years, making the same money with zero prospects of moving up. That we were the only couple in our friend group who hadn't upgraded from our starter home. When I got home that night, Alex was on the couch watching some documentary, instead of working on that side project he'd talked about for years. I opened our banking app, a habit I developed lately, compulsively comparing our account balance to what I estimated my friends' husbands made. The numbers stared back at me, so much smaller than what Jen's husband brought home, what Stacy's man provided.
Go fuck Jen's husband then, bitch. Fuck you.
I'd been keeping track, not just in my head, but in an actual spreadsheet comparing our household income to my friends' couples. Every time someone mentioned a bonus, a promotion, or a new purchase, I'd update it. The gap was widening, and it made me sick to my stomach. That night, I didn't say anything. I just added another item to my document, the one labeled reasons to leave that I'd started 6 months ago. It was my private way of tracking all the ways Alex was falling short. Friends' husbands all received promotions or raises this year. Alex still at same salary level. The list was getting long. The next morning, Alex was all cheerful, making breakfast like everything was normal. He didn't see me checking my Instagram, looking at Jen's husband showing off their beach house renovation. He didn't know I was mentally adding up how much that kitchen probably
She wanna fuck Jen's husband so bad. That's the only thing I'm getting from this, is that she just wants to bang him. Jen's husband.
cost more than Alex made in 3 months. We could check out
Damn, she dicky. I ain't gonna lie. She dick riding. I was on her side at first. She dick riding.
that new hiking trail this weekend, he said, sliding a plate of eggs in front of me. Weather's supposed to be nice. I looked up at him, at his faded t-shirt he'd had since college, at his dad bod that was getting more dad by the month. And I thought about the guys in my friends' photos. Guys with six-packs who took their wives to Bali instead of hiking trails 20 minutes from home. Don't you think you should be focusing on that certification you talked about? The one that could actually help you get ahead at work, I said, pushing the eggs around my plate. His smile dropped a little. I thought we agreed I'd look into that next quarter when things slow down. Things never slow down, Alex. That's just your excuse. I pulled up the photo of Stacy's new Range Rover. Meanwhile, Stacy's husband just surprised her with this. He glanced at my phone, then back to his coffee. Good for them. Don't you get it? Every single one of my friends is living the life we talked about when we got married. The life you promised me. And what do I have to show for sticking with you? What do I have to brag about when we get together? The argument escalated from there, me listing all the ways he was falling behind, him getting quieter and quieter, until finally, I said those words, the ones I can't take back. You're not a bad guy, Alex. You're just not a man I brag about. He looked at me for a long moment. His face did this thing where all the emotion just drained out. Cool, he said. Then he grabbed his keys and walked out.
It's over.
I figured he'd gone to cool off, maybe crash at his brother's place for the night. I even felt a little satisfied, like maybe this would be the wake-up call he needed.
It's over.
I didn't know then that cool would be the last word my husband ever said to me. I didn't know he'd walk out that door and never come back. That night, I updated my reasons to leave document, walks away from problems instead of facing them. I still believed he'd be back.
Why stop playing? Why stop playing? Why stop playing? Hold on. Nobody told you to stop.
I had no idea what was coming. I met Alex 5 years ago at my friend Cassie's housewarming party. Said. Then he grabbed his keys and walked out. I figured he'd gone to cool off, maybe crash at his brother's place.
Bro, why stop? God damn, why that shit so? Why that shit stop playing?
Wix
The fuck
gives
is
you the
this?
freedom to tell your story.
Wait, what the fuck was that? That's not the video.
Place for the night. I even felt a little satisfied, like maybe this would be cool, he said. The ones I quieter and quieter, until finally, I said those words, the ones I can't take back. You're not a bad guy, Alex. You're just not a man I brag about. He looked at me for a long moment. His face did this thing where all the emotion just drained out. Cool, he said. Then he grabbed his keys and walked out.
Uh-oh.
I figured he'd gone to cool off, maybe crash at his brother's place for the night. I even felt a little satisfied, like maybe this would be the
Uh-oh.
wake-up call he needed.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know then that
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I know what happened. I think I know what happened. Where the fuck did that come from?
would be the last
Kay
word my
Clark
husband said to me.
Good
I
morning.
didn't know he'd got that
Collision.
door and never come back.
What's going
That
on,
night,
Lane?
I added my
What's
reasons
going
to
on,
leave
Kay Clark?
document, walks away from problems instead of
Clark
facing
Kent.
them. I still
Oh,
believed
that's
he'd be back.
King
I had
Clark.
no
He
idea.
tried to do that's Superman. He tried to do it backwards and thought I was a dumbass. That's why he put K Clark, but it's really Clark K, because Clark K, and he got the S on his chest. He think I'm slow. I got you.
What
I'm
was
on
coming.
you.
I met Alex
I'm
5
on
years
you.
ago at my friend Cassie's housewarming party. I wasn't even planning to go, had just gotten out of a messy situation with a guy who looked great on paper, but turned out to be all talk, and married. But Cassie insisted, saying I needed to get back out there. And there was Alex, fixing Cassie's broken cabinet in the kitchen, while everyone else was getting drunk in the living room. He wasn't my usual type. My ex, before the married guy, was a personal trainer with an Instagram following. And before him, I dated a guy who was trying to make it as a DJ. Alex was stable, worked some office job he seemed to actually like, owned his car outright, had a retirement account, whatever that meant at 27. When he asked for my number, I figured, why not? The
Hey,
hot guys
Clark,
had only led to drama.
said, LMAOOMG, you trying it?
The first date was
What are
nice,
you? I
not
got you.
spectacular, but nice. He took me to a decent restaurant, asked questions about me, laughed at my jokes. When he dropped me
Hey,
off, he
Clark,
didn't push to come
said,
inside, just a kiss
Cold
goodnight.
sweat smile, cold
That
sweat
was sweet
smile,
enough to make
cold
me
sweat
agree to a
smile.
second date. By the third month, I was calling him my boyfriend. By month 6, I was introducing him to my friends. He's so normal, Stacy whispered to me at a group dinner, like that was a compliment. And at the time, I took it as one. After the chaos of my past relationships, normal felt good. Safe. When he proposed at the 1-year mark, I said yes. My mom cried, said I'd finally found a good one. Our wedding was small but elegant, the most I could manage on our budget, which was mostly Alex's budget, since my job at the salon wasn't exactly bringing in big money.
And she was on the nigga's ass. Bitch, you work at a salon.
The first year of marriage was pretty good. We moved into a starter home in a decent neighborhood, nothing fancy, but Alex promised we'd upgrade once he moved up at work. He had this whole 5-year plan mapped out. I believed him. I even made a vision board for
Just like you believe the other nigga. So fucking gullible.
our future, the dream house, the luxury vacations, the lifestyle I saw my more successful friends living. But somewhere around year 2, I started noticing things, how Alex was content to come home, make dinner, watch TV, how he'd pass on networking events because he was tired, how his 5-year plan seemed to be stalled, while my friends' husbands were zooming ahead. That's when I started my list, the upgrades Alex would need to actually become the man I thought I was marrying. Things like, get certified in project management, join a gym, network with executives, develop a side hustle. I presented it to him as a growth plan.
What the fuck? What does any of that have to do with? You know what? It is some smart shit.
I'm just
I
trying to
guess.
help you reach your potential, I told him, showing him the neatly typed list one Sunday morning. These are the things that will get you to the next level. Alex looked at the list for a long time. This is comprehensive, he finally said. I've been thinking about our future, I explained. All these things are what separates the guys who stay stuck in middle management from the ones who actually succeed. I thought I was succeeding, he said quietly. I like my job, we have a nice home. We're not struggling. We're not thriving either, I pointed out. Look at Jen and Mark, they just bought that vacation property. Or Stacy and Greg with their luxury car collection. That could be us if you just push yourself a little. He agreed to work on the list, but his heart wasn't in it. He'd check off one item, like joining the gym, but then slack on others. Meanwhile, I started my spreadsheet comparing our household income to my friends.
Bro, we gotta see what this girl look like. She's telling niggas to join the gym and go do all this other shit. What you look like?
Every time someone mentioned a bonus, a promotion, or showed off a new purchase on social media, I'd update it. The gap kept widening. I said, you're not a
I
bad...
ain't gonna lie. Fellas, avoid all females like that on God. If you ever find a woman like that, avoid their ass.
Eric
Run.
quickly matched with a woman on Tinder named Leah. They chatted for a couple of weeks and
Mr.
it got on
Ballin.
great, and so they wanted to get together and actually meet each other in person. Finally, Leah just says, hey, why don't you just come to my town? So the date night finally came, and Derek was really excited. He was nervous too, because even though they talked on the phone, this is the first time they're going to see each other. He was going to drive out to her town and actually pick her up from her work. She worked at a hair salon. And so Derek pulls up to the hair salon right as Leah is coming outside, and she's all excited, and she's waving to him. From the hair salon, it was a pretty short drive to this access road that was going to bring them into this park. It didn't look like a very well marked trail, and the road went from cement to dirt pretty quickly. And this whole time he's thinking to himself, like, did I take a wrong turn? Does she know like where she's going? This does not feel like the way you drive into a big park, the way she was describing. Derek asked Leah, where should I park? Because they're on this really narrow road and there didn't appear to be a parking lot. There also didn't appear to be anybody else on this field or on this road.
Oh, yeah,
She said,
cool.
just go right up there. There's a small lot you can pull into. And he sees maybe 300 feet ahead of him are dim headlights of another car making their way down the road towards him. And now it was dark enough that he couldn't really make out what kind of vehicle it was. And so he didn't know if it was going to be some
That
big
bitch about
truck
to
or
run him off
something
the
like
road,
that.
ain't
And
it?
so what he did is he just pulled over as far to the side of the road as he could to allow this vehicle to pass. And so as they start moving forward, you can see that it's actually this big van, and this van, instead of passing him, actually turns at the last second and almost goes bumper to bumper with Derek's car. And so Derek is a cop. He's a brand new cop, and he's super aggressive. You know, he really believes in his training. And so as soon as this guy stopped in front of him and blocked the path for him, red flags are going up for Derek, and he knows something's wrong with this van. And instinctively, he says, Leah, stay here. He grabs his flashlight that he kept right in the center console, and he jumped out of the car and went right to the driver's side door of this van to confront this guy. And when he got up to the driver's side door, it was this really big guy who looked pretty startled to see Derek come charging up to him with his flashlight. And Derek's like, what are you doing, man? What are you blocking me in for? And the guy's like, oh, hey, sorry, I'm the caretaker here of this whole property, and we've had an issue with poachers in the area, and I was concerned you guys were poachers. It doesn't look like you're poachers, though. And Derek's like, no, we're not poachers. We're going stargazing. I'm on my first date here. And the caretaker's like, I am so sorry. Please get back in your car, go and enjoy your night. And at that, he backed up, did a 3-point turn, and drove right back up that road where he came from, and disappeared down the other side. Derek matched with a woman on Tinder named...
What the fuck? I didn't even see that. That shit said part 1. Now we gotta go find part 2. It's only right. It's only right. We gotta go find part 2. We can't just sit there. I just can't sit there and have the crowd get edged like that. Not gonna edge my crowd like that, bro. Fuck ass nigga. How many parts is it? It's 3 parts. Here go part 2 right here, chat. Nigga thought he was about to edge my chat.
Side of the hill. Derek stood in front of his car for a couple of minutes, making sure this guy was gone, and then he turned around and he got back in the car and he kind of joked with Leah, and he's like, yeah, he thought we were poachers. I guess you look like a poacher to him, and that's why he stopped us. But when he looked over at Leah to react to his hilarious joke, she wasn't paying attention to him. She was just furiously typing away on her phone, which Derek did.
Get rid of her. Get rid of her. She typing on that phone to tell whoever the fuck that is that she need to come do that job. To come do that job. He's a gun.
I think was a little bit odd. You'd think that she'd be more interested. So Derek continues down the road just a little ways until he sees a little dirt lot that's butted up against this huge field they're going to be hanging out on for the night. And so he pulls into the lot, backs into a space, and he and Leah get out and they put a blanket out right next to the car but on the grass on the hill. And they get their food out. After about an hour, it's totally dark outside, and Derek is laying on the hill facing back towards his car and towards the road they were on. And he notices to his left, up at the top of the hill, so the same area where the van had come from originally and where it went back to after they spoke that one time. Derek is looking out there and he sees headlights. It's the van. And now the van is driving down the road, not leisurely like it was before, but they are flying down the hill. And before Derek or Leah have a chance to react to this van barreling down on them, it comes flying into the parking lot and practically hits his car and comes to a stop where it's boxed his car in. So even if he got in his car, he couldn't drive away. And so Derek jumps up, Leah jumps up, and the guy, the caretaker, the nice caretaker he talked to before, he hops out of the driver's seat and he walks around the front of the van. He's got this pipe in his hand and he looks at Derek and he's like, give me your keys and your wallet. And again, Derek is this brand new cop. You know, he's 21 years old. He's not about to let this guy push him around. And so he doesn't do anything at first. He doesn't know what he's going to do, but he doesn't do anything at first. He just looks at this guy and he shows him that I'm not just going to fall over because he told me to. But then Derek is given a huge curveball when Leah, his date, stands up and runs over to this guy and stands next to him and turns around and looks at Derek and goes, come on, give us your keys and wallet. And Derek's like, great, I'm getting set up by my date, who I was
damn, buddy.
Spent the past 2 hours with. I had a connection with this girl. And so now Derek is just standing there doing nothing, not to be tough, but because he's in shock. He feels so betrayed by Leah, and he just feels like, how could this have happened? And in that moment, Leah walks to the back of the van, and she gets a metal pipe. She comes back around, and she goes, Derek, give us your keys and your wallet. We don't want to have to hurt you. And this is when Derek looks at them both, and he goes, side of the hill. Derek stood in front of his car for a couple of minutes, making sure this guy was...
Give us the next one. Give us the next one.
goes, no. And as soon as he said that, the big guy tackles him. He gets thrown to the ground, but Derek could handle himself, and very quickly he was able to get up, and he drew his concealed carry pistol, and he's aiming it at the big guy and then back at Leah, and he's like, yeah, I'm a cop. Go ahead and put your hands up now. As soon as they saw the gun, they both dropped their pipes and put their hands up. And so as he's holding them both at gunpoint, and he's looking over at Leah like, really? You did this to me? Are you kidding me right now? As he's doing that, he has to get his cell phone out of his pocket, type in 911, and then call dispatch and had to say who he was, what his badge number was, what happened, and where he is. And where he is was difficult to describe. And so as he's trying to explain these directions, and he's saying, yo, yep, go left at the light, and then there's a gas station there, you're gonna go up this field, you're gonna see me, I got these two people at gunpoint. As he's doing that, Leah and the caretaker look at each other and they just turn around and bolt. They figure he's distracted, we can at least get behind the van and run into the forest before he's going to catch us. And so instinctively, he takes off running after them and he chases them for about 30 seconds into the tree line before he starts hearing gunshots. And they weren't his, someone's shooting at him, and he sees the muzzle flash out in the middle of the forest and he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this. And so Derek pulls into the nearest gas station, he calls up dispatch and he says, hey, I just called 911 like 5-10 minutes ago and I dropped the call because I was chasing somebody. Here's my name, here's my badge number. I'm now at this gas station. Can you send a couple of police officers over to my location now? And they said, yep, we'll send some to you. And so a police cruiser shows up with 2 officers inside that Derek recognized. They were senior to him, and they got out and he explained again what happened, and they kind of gave him a hard time for getting catfished on his very first date, but at the same time they knew it could have gone really badly. And so they decide they're going to load up in the police cruiser together, all 3 of them, and drive back up to the park. And so they get up to the park and Derek points ahead and he goes, that's the van, it's still here. And so they drive up and they stop short of the van. And the 2 uniformed officers, they turn to Derek and they're like, just stay in here. We're going to go check this van out. And so Derek's sitting in the car watching these guys go up to the vehicle, you know, guns drawn. They're looking all around. They're clearing behind the vehicle. They're looking in the wood line. There's nobody there. And at some point he sees them put their pistols away and they go in the van. They're kind of shining with their flashlights all around. They're looking in the back, looking in the front. And then after a few minutes, they walked back to the cruiser. And as soon as they got in, Derek could tell there was just something off about how they were acting. When they were down at the gas station, they were kind of joking around with him. Now, whatever they had seen in the van was definitely not something they were going to joke about. And they turned to him and they're like, the back of the van, it was just knives and saws and pistols and rifles and lighter fluid and chains and handcuffs and duct tape. It was just awful. And it looks like there might even be blood on the ground. The 2 officers immediately called in additional backup, and before long, it was a full-fledged circus around this van of a crime scene investigation unit and other police officers, spotlights set up, and they went out looking in the woods for these people, but they never found the guy, they never found the girl, and Derek would tell the other investigators, hey, she works at this hair salon, like right down the road, I picked her up there. And so they went over to the hair salon, and they wound up talking to the people there, and they said, we've never heard of Leah. And when they showed them a picture of Leah, they were like, we've never seen her before. And so they came back and they told Derek, look, she's a con artist. And this whole thing, your whole relationship with her has been her setting you up in some way, shape, or form. The entire thing. That's all it ever was.
Damn. Nigga got set up just for some car and some money. Just for a car and some money, bro. That's a big setup for a car and some money. Is that too much for a car? They already got a car though, bro. What the fuck? They on some wrong turn cannibal shit. They trying to kidnap niggas and just kill them. They was gonna eat that nigga. They was gonna eat that dumbass nigga. Fuck else could they have done with him? There ain't no way they just wanted to rob him. How I go back?
Derek quickly matched with a woman on Tinder named Leah. They chatted for a couple of weeks and they got on great, and so they wanted to get together and actually meet each other in person. Finally, Leah just says, hey, why don't you just come to my town? So the date night finally came, and Derek was really excited. He was nervous too because even though they talked.
That's not even the shit that's playing right now, so I don't even know why that shit's playing. Like, that's literally not the video on screen. Like, that literally wasn't even a video on screen.
Few weeks of texting a girl completely out of my league, I asked her out. I was shocked when she actually accepted. She walked in and looked so beautiful, I literally went pale. What's your Tinder horror story? After a few weeks of texting a girl completely out of my league, I asked her. I was shocked when she actually accepted. She walked in and looked so beautiful I literally went pale. She greeted me with a smile and a hug, and I kept blushing like an idiot. I really enjoyed the date, but had low hopes because I thought she wouldn't be attracted to me. However, when I walked her to the door at the end of our date, she gave me the best kiss I have ever gotten. My heart stopped. I was in heaven. Fast forward a month or two, we hung out a lot and I was falling for her like nobody before. Out of nowhere, she told me the "we need to talk" line, and nothing could have prepared me for what she was about to say. She and told me she has stage 4 cancer. She then, while trying not to cry, said she'd understand if I left. I was speechless. After a minute, I ran my hands through her hair and told her I loved her. I thought she was amazing and I'd be honored to take this journey with her. We held each other for the rest of the night. Over the next year, I lived a lifetime. We traveled and completed her bucket list while crying a lot. 9 months ago, she passed in my arms while I sang her favorite song. What's your Tinder horror story? After a few weeks of texting a girl completely out of my league, I asked her out. I was shocked when she actually accepted.
Come on, bro. What the fuck? How did he
Betsy
even
rest
turn
in bitch
down?
face. I was so ready to smash. Well, she hits me up and Redditors that have gone on Tinder dates, what was your worst and weirdest experiences? So I found a cool chick. She was into cars, into guns, drank and cussed like a sailor. Looked great, she had the sexy resting bitch face. I was so ready to smash. Well, she hits me up and says she's going to a car meet and was gonna pick me up. I was so down for that. So she texts me saying, hey, I'm outside. So I run out and I see her in her car, walk up and say what's up, and that's when it hit me. This bitch has the angles. Good God, she had saddlebags hanging over the seat of her car. This bitch was enormous. So I played it cool. I asked her, hey, want anything to drink before we head out? She says sure. So I run in and grab my roommate and say, bro, I fucked up. I fucked up bad. I need a call like a level 10. Mom had a heart attack. Dad had a stroke. Your brother's in jail again, but for murder this time, and it was your job to keep him out. He laughs his fucking ass off. So I go back out to the car, go to the car wash, and I got the call and I put him on speaker. Bro, my brother's in jail again, my mom is gonna kill me, my dad is never going to talk to me again, and my brother's in jail in Nag's Head for first-degree murder. I play along like, oh fuck it man, we need to get there and get a bail bond. This is where it gets good. No man. It's cool. Sobbing. I'm just gonna hit the bottle and pull the trigger. She heard that, we jump in the car, I'm doing my best to act panicked, and we get to the house and we both run in and there's my roommate, empty bottle.
This nigga needs. What's the award you get for acting, bro? What's the award? It's like a Grammy or something, bro, or some shit. What's the awards you get for acting, bro? Get this nigga best performance, bro.
Bottle of Jack on the ground and a half-full bottle of Jameson tilted up and pressed to his lips and an unloaded handgun to his head, screaming, if you take one more step I'm gonna blow my brains out. And she fucking bolted out the door and took off. Always have a bro for an SOS or a level 10 emergency.
Bro, that nigga needs best performance, bro. What the fuck? He asked for a simple thing. This nigga over fucking did it. Bro. Hey. That's the method, bro? That's the method to get out of shit, bro. We finna start getting out of hella shit, bro. I know the method now. 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 We're gonna look at a couple more of these.
People that use Tinder got any good/bad hookup stories?
Oh shit, I'm not sharing screen.
Started flirting with this one girl. Eventually got her number and she texted me on a daily basis. After 2 weeks of getting to know each other, she asks me to be her date at a Super Bowl party. Sounded fun to me, so I thought, why not? She said the party was at 5, but she wanted to come over around 3:30, even though it was a 10-minute ride there. Totally figured she wanted to hook up first, so I totally prepared myself for that. She shows up, I invite her in, and I ask, how long before we have to leave? She says it has already started, so we have to leave now. I thought that was weird, but I got in the car and drove there with blue balls the whole way. It was at a restaurant she worked at, and it was an employees and dates party. When we get there, it pretty much hasn't started. Big surprise. We talk for about an hour and get to know each other, but it's painful because she's so shy. It was an open bar, but she doesn't drink, so I resisted the temptation. Eventually, her co-workers come and I meet them. She told me one of them was an ex. It didn't really bother me. They seemed like good guys. A little on the scummy side, though. They all looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. They're all about 22 and have a kid or two and have low-income jobs. Eventually, they convince her to drink. One sip becomes a whole drink, and one...
If they convinced her to drink, what you need to do? And the spot I came with the fellas. Right, man, got hit in the back. When that shit started getting probably like a year ago, bro.
One drink becomes 3. She is really drunk, but still being kind of flirty. I didn't drink anything and played it on the safe side because I was driving. The plan was to leave halfway through and go to a house party. So I drove her co-workers there. What a horrible idea. We get there and it's one of the shittiest places I've ever seen. There was a 75-year-old man playing Madden instead of watching the Super Bowl. There were kids running around while people were doing various drugs and talking about selling crack along with pregnant women drinking. Little uncomfortable, but fuck it. We all play a drinking game and then the girl goes to the bathroom down the hall. About 3 minutes later, 2 of the co-workers went down the hall to the porch to smoke. About 10 minutes goes by and her ex gets up to go see if the bathroom's open. He comes back and lays this on me. John, Jen is getting fucked by both those guys right now. Don't go in the bathroom.
Not 1, but 2?
Jen is getting fucked by both those guys right now. Don't go in the bathroom. I was absolutely stunned. I had no idea what to do. I sat there and just watched the Super Bowl. 5 minutes later, she comes out literally pulling her pants up. She completely ignores me and continues playing. 5 minutes go by and she goes to smoke weed with another guy. One guy goes to check and comes back to let me know, yeah, sorry man, she's fucking him now too. The guys at the table start saying how nice a guy I am and that it sucks that I'm her date and she's fucked 3 guys.
You're just missing out on something, bro. You're just missing your chance, bro.
Then they start getting weird. They start whispering about me and pointing at me. Was entirely sure either was going to get my ass kicked. She comes back. I told her we were leaving in 5. One guy at the table stops me and says, wait, she's already fucked Tim, Bill, and Mark. I figured me and Mike could get a go and you can have her the rest of the night. What the fuck? I left immediately with her. Unfortunately, her car was at my place. She kept saying the whole car ride that she hates it when this happens, and this is why she doesn't drink. Took the long way home because I knew she was drunk. She tried to prove she wasn't by slapping herself and then saying, I'm not drunk. I see the 3 yellow lines in the road. I know there's only 2, but that's how I know I'm sober. Tell her to stay for an hour, knowing I could prolong it so she can sober up. She throws a hissy fit that her phone's dead and her parents are looking for her. She says she has to drive home immediately. Get home. Say K-bye.
You did all that and you ain't hit.
She apologized and leaves saying she'll see me soon. Never talk to her again. She posts on Facebook for 3 weeks about how bad she fucked up, how her coworkers don't take her seriously, and how she has to move because of it. People...
You didn't hit, bro. You did all that and you didn't hit. You wasted all your time, yo, bit. My heart broke for you, bro. My heart's broken for you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. My heart's broken for you, bro.
What is the absolute worst Tinder date you've ever been on?
My
first and worst online
broken
date,
for you,
the
bro.
drunk and the
Hell
baby.
no.
It's 2008. I'm 18 and I met a girl on OkCupid. She's
What the
older than me at
fuck is
25,
OkCupid?
educated and a bit alternative. We agreed to meet at a London pub for lunch at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, which is quite a journey for me, but I made it anyway. So, she turns up a bit late with a baby in a baby carriage. Holy crap. I had no idea she had a kid before this, but I didn't have a problem with it. She doesn't address that I didn't know about her kid, but says she couldn't find babysitting. Cool. No problem. We both go up and order a drink separately and hang out and chat. We've been there for about 2 hours and she's gone up to the bar a whole bunch of times, mostly coming back with coffees and the occasional Coca-Cola. But then, quite suddenly, she falls forward onto the table and catches herself with her elbows and takes a big sigh and says, "Oh man. I didn't mean to get so drunk." What? I tell her I didn't realize that she's even been drinking, but she tells me that she's been having Irish coffees, rum and cokes as well as shots at the bar.
Damn.
So at this point I start looking for an out, but she's becoming more and more despondent and her 1-year-old is sitting in his stroller, so I can't leave in good conscience. I start encouraging her to get a taxi home and she starts to cry, apologizing and saying that I must hate her. But shortly after she closes her eyes and will only respond in mumbles and groans. I try and get her to come around enough to get an address out of her, which I can't, so I take her phone, which wasn't passworded, find a contact called Mom and call it. I was hoping she could come and pick her up, but it turns out Mom lives in the south of Spain. She isn't one bit happy to hear from me after I explain what happened, but presenting myself as a friend. Nonetheless, she gives me an address to get her to. I ask the bar to call me a taxi, which they do, and one of the bar staff takes pity on me and helps me get the woman, the baby and the stroller into the cab. I was about to give the driver money for the trip and see them off, but I realized that was a bad idea because who knows what would happen? So I got in the taxi to go take her home holding a baby the entire way, which I've never done in my life at that point. Turns out the driver is a stand-up bloke and I explain what has happened and we have a laugh about it. When we get there, he even assembles the stroller for me as I take her and place her on her doorstep. I find her keys and get her door open, at which point some guy pops his head round the corner from the kitchen and asks, "Who the hell are you?" I tell him my name and that I'm a friend and ask who he is. He says he's her fiancé.
Damn!
Oh. He's pretty angry that I've gotten his fiancé with his child drunk in the middle of the day. After getting the stroller through the door, he begins to carry her up the stairs and he says to me, "You stay right there. You and I need to have a little chat."
Oh.
Nope. As soon as he turns the corner at the top of the stairs, I turn and make a run for it, jump back in the taxi, who I asked to take me to the nearest tube station. Afterward, I needed some catharsis, so texted some friends who were locals and went out proper. And the kicker? On the train home that night, I get a text message from her. "Had a lovely time. Can't wait to see you again." I block her number and never hear from her again. What is the absolute worst Tinder date you've ever been on? My first and worst online date.
The nigga said I blocked her number and never hear from her again. I'm fucking weak, bro. How long we been in this bitch? Hour 11? God damn, nigga. Holy shit. I think we should go for like 2 more or a couple more. Get it to like 20 or 30 and then start something else. I don't even know what to start, bro. Oh yeah, reels. Yeah, we're gonna do like 1 or 2 more of these.
I just matched with my dead wife on Tinder, PT3. I never.
What? This story can either go one of 2 ways. Find out that your dead wife was a cheater, or you find out that your dead wife is not actually dead. And I'm not thinking it's the first one. It's a possibility though. I might have to go get them Mexican eats tonight. Oh, we going to work too, I ain't gonna lie. We got a good night's sleep tonight, bro. We gotta let our phone get charged. We're gonna eat a stream around like 1. We're gonna go up for around like till like 7. Yep, that sounds like a plan to me. In the stream around like 12:51. We're gonna be on this bitch for at least another hour. At least another hour. I'm about to end up rolling up again, bro. I don't even want to sit here and watch this story right now, bro. We might not listen to this story. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. I'm about to go downstairs real quick. I'll be right back. Show that shit, man. Show that shit, nigga.
With someone you are. With someone you are. With Ava. With Ava. With Ava. With Ava.
Alright, shut that shit up. Shut that shit up. There ain't no way. Could have bought like 100 of my clears. Can't even speak. That used to be having me concentrate. Went to go get a little dressing for my salad. We already got a little ranch in there. We need the Italian. I got some garlic ranch over there somewhere. If I need that. You got that olive garden signature Italian. Bitch gonna tell me you don't got no Italian dressing for the salad. Fuck me, you don't got no Italian dressing for the salad. I was gonna put the fork on like it was the top. Fuck me, you don't got no Italian dressing for the salad. What the fuck? Look, you wanna shake that bitch up. Look, you wanna shake that bitch up. I don't even know if I'm about to eat it right now. I'm about to eat it at some point. My fucking leg hurt again. Like, where the fuck this shit be coming from?
I never found out why Allison drugged me other than to just mess with me.
What the fuck was this?
I just matched with my dead wife on Tinder.
Oh yeah, he just
PT3.
matched with his dead wife.
I never
on
found
Tinder.
out why Allison drugged me other than to just mess with me or get back at me for the incriminating things she found on my computer or phone or in my closet. I kept waiting to get a notification on Tinder that I was liked by Allison. I kept paying for the stupid premium account so I could find out, but it never happened, and months went by. I kept waiting for something strange to happen in our house. It never did. The power went out once because someone hit a power pole on my street. That was it. Life went back to normal. One of the girls, Phoebe, I had casually talked with on Tinder just before Allison's profile annihilated my world stepped into my life. We started hanging out regularly, though always in public or at her place. I held off having her at my place as long as I could. I thought about telling her the situation and then scraping that idea. It was far too crazy. Months had gone by without a peep from Allison, and I was finally comfortable having Phoebe over. I invited her over for dinner. I had talked up my 5-ingredient/15-minute carbonara, and she really wanted it and this red wine I had been talking about. Phoebe and I hadn't slept together yet, and I was getting major vibes that this was going to be the night. So I decided to make everything perfect, and that
You
got
gonna
me
get him
clean
something
out
tonight,
place.
chat?
I was cleaning out a coat closet when I found Allison's old MacBook. It was stored above the jackets on a ledge underneath board games, which hadn't been dusted off since when she was sick. Just looking at those games flashed cozy nights on the couch underneath a blanket and sipping drinks through my head. I felt a little warmer than I did before. The MacBook provided a momentary distraction. I sat down on the couch and started going through Allison's files. I knew she saved her favorite photos and videos there. I didn't have much time with Phoebe coming over soon, so I just skimmed through the thousands of photos and videos and fought back tears. It was all going sadly and sentimentally smoothly until I saw a large chunk of bare skin in a swath of photos. Allison's bare skin. I stopped on the photos. I had never seen them before. At least I don't think I had. Allison was either nearly naked or close to naked in them and posed seductively, but not pornographically. Think old school Playboy photo shoots. They were all in a fancy hotel room I didn't recognize. I saw some cityscape through a window, but couldn't make out which city it might be. What the fuck was this? Who took these photos? I dove into the photos and examined every one like a skilled detective, looking for any clue I could. I got the biggest clue and relief I ever could have gotten when I got to the last one, and it showed Allison naked, sitting on the bed holding a sign written in cursive that read, "I love you, Derry." Oh, okay. Crisis averted. Back to cleaning the house. This wasn't to say my suspicion wasn't still raised at least a touch. With throwing that last one photo with the sign and bin of cover your ass move in case I found the photos were intended for someone else. It's at this point I should divulge that Allison and I didn't always have the most perfect relationship, and neither of us were pillars of mental stability. Allison grew up in a hard luck family. Her mom had her at 19 and her dad split very early, and she barely knew him. He only came around for occasional life events and lived somewhere in Florida, possibly on a boat. I didn't care enough to get much more, and he didn't care to volunteer. Her mom was fine. She wasn't the cliche young single mom who had a bunch of abusive boyfriends or anything. She held it down just fine and always had a job and avoided significant others. The problem was Allison's extended family. They were all bad news and always lurking around. Particularly her sister, Sophia, who was a dark cloud that seemed to always blow in at the worst time with sketchy friends and ruin things. Allison also had her fair share of mental issues. Nothing completely crippling or diagnosed, but she always had a mix of numb depression and sporadic manic anger. She didn't let it hold her back though. She got through college, always had decent jobs, and met and married the upstanding individual that is myself. I had my own fair share of issues myself. On the surface, I had a very clean-cut, middle-class, suburban upbringing. One look under that veneer showed a dull darkness of seemingly contagious anger and depression. More on that later though. Our issues tended to help us in some ways. We could lean on each other and understand each other in the hard times. Then sometimes we couldn't. The blowout fights were epic. The worst came just 3 months before our wedding. I can't even remember what sparked it, but we ended up screaming at each other all night, and she called off the wedding even though all of the save the dates were already pinned on all of our loved ones' refrigerators. The deepest regret in my life, which keeps me up at night, is the cruelest thing I said to her in that fight. I told her she didn't actually mean that much to me. She had just been convenient at a time in my life when I had nothing going on. She was a movie I watched on an airplane and would then forget about. I didn't mean that at all. I was just so hurt after the things she said to me and calling off the wedding that I thought of the cruelest possible thing I could say at that moment, and it came out of me. The wedding was off for a few days. We just never told anyone about it. We patched things up and were golden by the time we walked down the aisle. This was all running through my head when I was on top of Phoebe in my bed. It was definitely affecting me. I was barely there. I was kind of just going through until it was finished. Phoebe didn't seem to pick up on my troubles. We laid in bed for a while chatting before she asked to shower. I then embarked on one of my muscle memory rituals. Usually after sex with Allison, she went to the shower and I went to the bathroom in the front of the house to pee, so I wasn't peeing right in front of her. I did this with Phoebe, walking naked through our home and into the guest bathroom. Thinking back now, I thought I did notice something peculiar in the kitchen.
Bro, like a good couple minutes ago, bro, I could see myself check out of this story, bro, and just like stop giving a fuck. I literally started thinking about something else, like literally like a minute or two ago, bro. What the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro? Is anybody locked into this shit, bro? Or am I tripping? Or is this nigga not talking about shit? Like, am I tripping, bro? Go to the next story, bro. I must be tripping, bro.
I tested my luck on Tinder with an ex-classmate from high school. I had no idea she wanted to hook up and catch up at the same time. Casual lovemaking has never been my thing, but as a gift to myself on my birthday recently, I decided to make love with a random person for the first time. My longest relationship, which covered most of my 20s, came to an end months ago and I've been single and celibate ever since. I guess older but not less turned on me wanted to see if hookup culture was worth the hype, so I created an account on Tinder and lo and behold I managed to get a match with a girl who was surprisingly not a complete stranger. I had no idea who she was until she mentioned my high school and how we used to be in the same class. Cue flashbacks. I remembered who she was, but I did not remember her being as attractive as she was now. She invited me to her apartment. Her bio stated that she was too busy for boyfriends and she only wanted love making, which she made clear in her messages to me, but because we knew each other or whatever she said she was interested in hooking up and catching up. I did not expect us to hook up and catch up at the same time though, but she made it a thing. Nothing I did during love making stopped her from talking about high school. While I was trying to make us both finish, she was telling me about the boy in our class who planted anonymous love letters for her to find on Valentine's Day. Each love letter was signed with a different letter of the boy's name so that all the love letters combined would eventually reveal the identity of the boy. However, the boy's true identity was never really confirmed because as soon as the first 2 love letters were found, madness ensued as the whole class involved themselves and quickly ganged up on the boy who they believed was the culprit, because some of the letters in his name happened to match the letters used to sign the 2 love letters that were found. It made no sense to me why that boy became the prime suspect when a few other boys in class also had those letters in their names, myself included. All I could think of was that the class picked on the easiest target because the boy they were convinced wrote those letters was one of the boys who got bullied the most. The boy denied that he wrote the letters and I believed him because he was getting harassed whether it was him or not, so why lie and make the target on your back even bigger? It was never proven that it was him and no more love letters were found again, even though there obviously had to have been more, so whoever wrote the first 2 love letters must have gotten cold feet and pulled the plug when he witnessed the chaos in class. If you're still reading, then you might have forgotten that I was actually lovemaking while this story was being told. Now imagine how I was feeling. The girl who was telling me the story, aka the person with my schlong inside of her, went into great detail explaining what happened all those years ago on Valentine's Day, because she wanted me to know that she knew the identity of the boy who wrote the love letters. We were in the cowgirl position by the time she finally got to the I know who it was part of the story. She paused her movement mid-cowgirl and said she always knew the boy was me. I laughed and said love letters were never my thing before adding that I had a girlfriend back then. She mentioned my high school girlfriend by her name without any help from me, which was impressive, and somewhat scary, especially when she specifically mentioned the month my girlfriend and I started dating and how that was months after the Valentine's Day events, meaning that I was single when the letters were written according to her timeline. I was beginning to lose my stiffy inside of her because talking about my ex-girlfriend from high school during lovemaking with my ex-classmate from my school was not what I was expecting or enjoying. For the record, my ex-girlfriend from high school and my recent ex-girlfriend are the same person. We were together for that long. I decided. For the record, my ex-girlfriend from high school and my recent ex-girlfriend are the same person. My school was not what I was expecting or enjoying. For the record, my ex-girlfriend from high school and my recent ex-girlfriend are the same person.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were saying. All right.
We were together for that long. I decided not to share that information with my ex-classmate because she was telling me how she always wanted to be friends with my ex Beaver Beach. I remember calling her Beaver Bitch because she had two big front teeth, and there was a toothpaste commercial on at the time with a character called Mr. Beaver. Ex-classmate blamed my ex-girlfriend for giving her that name and basically made my ex sound like a mean girl, which was not a side of my ex that I ever saw in all the years I've known her. I apologized to my ex-classmate on my ex's behalf if that was her experience and explained that I had been seeing my ex long before the Valentine's Day stuff happened, but my ex and I chose to keep our relationship low-key until we were comfortable enough to show people that we were a couple. My ex-classmate hopped off my soft schlong to fetch a notepad and pen and then asked me to write something. When I asked her what she wanted me to write, she said I screwed Beaver Beach. I followed her instruction and wrote down exactly what she said. She grabbed the notepad when I was done writing and said she was going to compare my handwriting to the two love letters she apparently had in her possession since high school. She left the bedroom all excited like she finally had the clue that would crack the case. I struggled to understand why she waited all this time to check out my handwriting when she could have just, I don't know, looked at any of my notebooks in school. As soon as she was gone, I said screw this and got dressed as quickly and as quietly as possible. She was too busy looking for the love letters in the other room to notice me slipping out through the front door and literally running away. I sent her a message when I made it to my car, apologizing for leaving without warning. I made sure to thank her for an interesting evening and said casual lovemaking was not for me. The end. Then I blocked her and deleted Tinder. Screw that. I tested my luck on Tinder with an ex.
What was wrong with that bitch?
Update 1. I laughed and said, I can't even remember half my hookups. My husband forced a
Next
smile.
part. This is
The next mo-
next part of what?
Lily smiled, leading me towards what I assumed was the kitchen. Thanks. I like to keep people guessing. The smell of something delicious wafted through the air, making my stomach growl. Whatever you're cooking
This sound
smells
like a-
amazing,
This
I
sound like
said.
a fucking horror
Oh,
story,
that's
bro. Why is voice sound like... Fuck no.
Tinder date tried to kill me. I was desperate. I must admit I'd been single and alone for some time and it was driving me
guess it's
crazy. That's when I met Laura. She came as a very sweet girl and all, but she was in a hurry to meet me. So I did. She insisted we go to the pub. No fancy dates were necessary to her. I didn't mind this. At first glance I knew I'd been swindled. She looked different from what I'd seen before, but I didn't mind. I was just happy to have a date. I'm not exactly good looking myself. I gave her a chance to redeem herself. We got
Can't be
talking and
feeling
after
like
a few
that, bro.
beers things started to get more intimate. Before I go further, she was quite an overweight girl with long dark hair and she had eyeshadow similar to Amy Winehouse. She said she was a
Who the
huge
fuck is
fan.
that?
I'd asked about her hobbies and interests etc., but she asked me to talk more about myself. I told her about my job and she yawned sarcastically. Let's talk about your SX life, she said. She had slipped her foot out of her shoe and started rubbing my groin with her bare foot. Needless to say I was
Damn.
aroused. So yeah, I didn't have much to say in that department as it had been a while since I had SX. I was very honest with her. I asked about hers and she said she has her KNKs and that she's done things that I'd never have imagined. Want to see what I can do? She said let's go to my place. So at this point I was starting to feel very drunk, which I was amazed at as I was only onto my fourth pint. I did have 2 shots though. And put it
Fourth
down to
pint?
this. When I was starting to feel very drunk, which I was amazed at as I was only onto my 4th pint. I did
Only on to your 4th pint. Fuck is you drinking, nigga? You must be drinking some like 2%. 4th pint, nigga?
have 2 shots though and put it down to this. We'd waited for a taxi. She was holding my hand.
Wait, you
excitedly-
had what?
We'd waited for a taxi. She was holding my hand excitedly.
I skipped the story, didn't I? God fucking damn it.
Tinder date tried to kill me. So I did. She insisted we go to the what I'd seen. We got talking and after a few, quite an overweight girl with long etc., but she asked barefoot. Needless to say, asked about hers and she said she has her. So at this point I was 4th pint. I did have 2 shots and put it down to this.
Yeah,
We'd
this
waited
nigga's
for a
finna
taxi.
fucking
She
die.
was holding my hand excitedly whispering into my ear that she was going to do some things to me that I'd never experienced before. In a way I actually couldn't wait to sleep. My head felt heavier than the rest of my body. It was like the ground was moving beneath my feet. The rest was a blur. I couldn't even remember getting into the taxi, but I do remember falling down the stairs and she was above me laughing at me. Come on, she said, get your sexy ass up here. I struggled up the stairs and before I know it, from what I remember, I was in her bedroom naked. It was like I'd blacked out. I tried to sit up only to find myself tied to the bed by my arms and legs.
What
Then
the
she
fuck?
entered the room dressed in bondage gear. I was deeply aroused but confused at the same time. She performed SX acts on me before having full intercourse. I lay there delighted, don't get me wrong, but something still felt off about it all. I had dozed off for a bit, and I'd been woken up by a weird screeching sound. What you doing? I'd said as she was wrapping up my legs with cling film. Hush now, she said. This is the best bit. I was no longer tied to the bed, but I felt very numb and couldn't move my arms and legs. She kept wrapping me up from my legs upwards. I was screaming at her to stop, and she had placed some cling film in my mouth to shut me up. I was struggling to breath at this point and had tried my best to dislodge the ball of cling film from my mouth.
How is this
Eventually,
on
I was totally
TikTok?
wrapped from head to toe. I could barely see outside the cling film. She told me that this was my punishment for being terrible in bed and that she has many other victims just like me all wrapped up waiting to die. She left the room and I'd give out some muffled screams. Then I felt myself slowly fading away. I woke up what was now the next day, now able to breath. This time there were people looking at me. They'd removed most of the cling film and had resuscitated me. I wasn't aware of this till they told me. It had turned out that I wasn't actually on Laura's flat, but an old-fashioned hotel. The police were all over me asking me questions about what had happened. I attempted to show them her
Spikery
Tinder profile,
said,
but she
I'm back.
Yo.
had deleted the page. I am grateful to my rescuers that had saved me, but forever traumatized by this incident, and I end up with
Spikery
panic attacks
said,
when I see people
I
that are
fell
similar
asleep,
to her.
sorry.
It took me a few years to finally trust people enough to go on dates, but I am still on the road to recovery mentally. I'm just glad that I'm still alive, but wondering if she's still out there and if there are others like me that didn't make it.
Yeah, Buddy was almost
Spikery
Nah, Buddy
said,
did get fucking
LMAO.
cooked. Buddy did get fucking cooked. Fuck is wrong with Buddy? We're gonna look at some more videos. I was gonna see if there's an Instagram page dedicated to this shit, but no, I'm gonna just look it up on YouTube because I already know YouTube gonna have it. We are going to review.
Spikery said, ha ha, what happened to TikTok? Pensive face IK. Spikery said, I miss the old TikTok.
Man, used to get away with shit on there that you would never get away with on TikTok now, bro. Bro, I remember I used to come on TikTok and see titties and shit, bro. Shit that you would never get away with now, bro.
Spikery said, yeah lol. Spikery said, open mouth smile, open mouth smile, open mouth smile. Spikery said, keep thinking.
Bro, I swear to God, I used to come on TikTok and see everything. Used to come on that bitch and see everything.
Serving patients in very, very isolated communities.
Quinn.
Spikery said, ha 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 ha, yeah, me too.
Damn, that shit loud. Why is it at 128? Oh, I can't even hear the video anyway, because I got that bitch on mute. I'll be right back, bro.
Oh, you want to know why I'm just taking my head? Oh, I don't know. Another bag. I can't find the little bag I was looking for. Oh, you know what?
the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light. Like the cool blue light.
All right, turn that bullshit off. 20 minutes, 59 seconds. Should we roll up and smoke? Yeah, we gonna roll up and smoke while you're doing this. Damn, I shouldn't have came back upstairs. Yeah, I gotta pee. Last segment of the day. The last segment of the day. This most definitely gonna be the stream for the day. When I end, I'm not going back live to like whatchamacallit, 4 o'clock tomorrow. When I end stream today, I'm not going back live to like 3 or 4 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. Damn, that means I gotta go crazy. All right, bet. You know what? I got this. We getting some Mikasa for dinner tonight. For sure. Gotta go to Mikasa. We were supposed to go to Mikasa last night, but we ended up getting hibachi. Spent $34, but niggas should have just went to Wingstop. We could have spent the same shit. Got exactly what we wanted. But it's cool. We should just go to Wingstop tonight. That might be what we have to do. Hey, that's been my thing the past couple of weeks. Every time I go into work, I just pull up with food. Whether I make that shit, whether I buy that shit, I'm going in that bitch with food tonight. Who in here? What should I eat tonight, Chet? Do I go to the Mexican spot or do I go to Wingstop? If I go to Wingstop, I might spend like $40. Niggas might spend like $40. And we going to Philly this weekend. Wait a minute. I got to text bro because he said 8 a.m. So that might mean we gotta leave on that lead to Philly on Thursday. Just that'd be 6 hours. Another 6-hour drive just 3 weeks later. That is crazy, Q. You know some crazy shit. What the fuck? Am I not putting these bitches in a tray? Where am I putting them at? Huh? I need one of these bitches to help fill this up. Fuck they at? Bro, I know I just smoked one this morning. Where the fuck it go? I smoked one this morning and last night. Where the fuck they go? Oh, here go one. There both of them shits go. You just tripping. I probably could have played the music back. I'm finna clip one of these songs from this shit and make it my new outro and intro. When did I start using this? I think I used this for the New York arc. Family Dollar still open. Need some shirts. Need some more white tees. I like black tees, but white tees gonna have to do because they the only one that come in that pack. To get the black tees, you gotta sit there and buy the multicolored pack, and I hate that shit. I don't want no gray t-shirts. No, a gray t-shirt's cool, bro. It's these white tees that cool. I like black tees. If you got a black tee, then you got money. I'm about to buy me a pack of black tees from somewhere. Yo, vehicle insurance expired. Please head to the app to update it. I'll do that when I go to work later tonight. How about that? Y'all still gonna let me log in today. So, yeah, I'm gonna just do that later tonight. Looking at WWE 2K25 highlights because I won't plug in my motherfucking PlayStation. No, it's plugged in. That bitch is plugged in. I can show it's plugged in right now. I won't turn that bitch on. And they don't got Bobby Roode. I do need to stream that shit though. I'm tripping. All right, how about this? This Saturday we're gonna do a WWE 2K25 pay-per-view. Some weed just fell out of that bitch. Nice, Frenzy. Could have just placed that shit back in there, but you know, fuck it. We got 2K25 day one highlights plus funny moments. Let's see.
Who do I look at to even get here?
Sean's all over the screen.
Wait, what?
Is that Mr. McMahon? That nigga jumped on the.
Oh,
Bro, this game is fucking crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
My screen. I'm getting my ass kicked.
The amount of shit you can do in this game is crazy. Like, look at the elimination chamber match that's going on.
I'm getting my ass kicked. But uh-oh. Oh. Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck!
They got SmackDown New Year's Revolution.
I have such an indecent look at Sherry Martel right now. What the
The way they do these games now by the years, there'll be arenas in that bitch that was in WWE like end of 2023, beginning of 2024. That should have been in 24 in general. That's not gonna make it into WWE games until 25.
My camera's like, oh fuck! I'm in the ring.
Oh, you're in the ring. Yeah.
Oh, I'm back. Okay.
Oh.
Holy fuck!
She's back.
What happened? I'm gonna go on top of the ambulance. Can all of you throw a weapon at me at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I really ain't looked at all that deep into the roster. Is MCMG in this motherfucker? Is MCMG in this motherfucker? All right, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I ain't going to lie. We might have to go back to TikTok because I'm not logging into Instagram. I'm scared of Instagram, low-key. Fuck it, we going in there. I'm low-key scared of Instagram. The motherfuckers done turned into the hub. Log in with Facebook. We need to start it all over again with Instagram, man. We was about to be at like 2K followers. We were like damn near 600K views. And they took it away from us. Oh, they just logged me straight in. That was fucking easy. How you search? Where the hashtag at? How I put in a hashtag? Let me put in hashtag K25. I'm scared of reels though, bro. How I filter it to videos only. Bro. There ain't really no reels about this shit. I gotta go on TikTok. Fuck it, we'll go to TikTok.
You see, stereophonic sound from home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
I'm fucking with these beats on this bro. One of these ones definitely gonna get downloaded as my new theme song or some shit. But we could turn that off, bro, for it. I appreciate, bro, for having this little playlist. I hope that the shit don't copyright us. Even if you do, hey, it's all worth it. Posting all clips. So storage space. We in what the fuck? These in a grocery store?
Bro, that shit is so weird. I can't. That shit is so fucking.
Go hit that nigga. Damn.
What?
Really? Get your bitch ass in there.
And I get some too. Wow. Wow.
Jesus. Fatality. Wrong game.
Put that down.
Damn, niggas just doing the steps. That's what niggas doing it.
Oh,
Damn.
Fucking gosh. I get up, Landy. Oh, no, that's not Landy. What?
And he threw the steps on him.
Oh, he's gonna spin me into that shit, bro.
Bow. Bow.
God damn.
How your hand feel? Your hand got a concussion.
I'm good. Damn. Come on, lady. Come on, lady. Do the move.
We broke TikTok. We broke TikTok. Didn't realize my mic was so low until after. Man, we need some. I just want short clips, bruh.
Stop fucking! Stop!
How majority of the match on one? You wanna play?
Stop fucking!
Bro. Niggas know what they doing and I don't. You're in a triple threat match at WWE 2K25 and things get toxic.
Not 2v1 is crazy.
Oh, you want to run down there? Come on.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Damn.
Whole time I can really just win the match.
Oh yeah, AD.
Oh yeah. Match over. Being the fuck out of Taker. Nigga said whole time I could just win the match. I'm weak.
Bang, bang.
Straight violating our opponent's part.
I'm a gorilla in the fucking coop. Finna pull up juice, nigga. Who the fuck is you? I don't know, nigga. No, nigga. On your block, we gon' blow, nigga. Go, nigga. Run, nigga. Run for the pole, nigga. Gas what I smoke, nigga. Feds in my dough, jump out the window, nigga. No, you can't get no money, you silly hoe. I just hit a stain, funny dope. Hey, I know we don't do scary. With your pissed stars, no, we don't do worry. gorilla in the fucking school. Finna pull up to the Zeus, nigga. Go, nigga, who the fuck is you? I don't know, nigga. No, nigga, pull up on your block. We gon' blow, nigga.
Hey.
Nigga, run for the pole.
Damn.
Gas what I smoke, nigga. Feds in my dough, jump out the window, nigga. Bang, bang.
If Randy was to take a suplex like that in real life, he'd probably fucking die, bro. We got to keep Randy away from niggas like Gable, Sent Me. Nah, he can fight Sent Me. We got to keep him away from niggas like Gable, and Penta, and Braun Breaker. Oh, he's setting him up for you. Oh, Sling Blade, coup de grace. And he's still getting hit with the Penta driver. He's still getting hit with the Penta driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, my
Agent
name
reacts to
is
2K25.
Paul Heyman.
My part.
I'm here to give you an
You've seen this
exclusive
already,
first
bro.
look in
Peak female My Rise entrance part 1.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
bro. Everybody got what you call it.
This superstar always seems to be on.
Everybody got Jay Uso's
Like that line for
entrance.
you?
Nah, that's tough. That's tough, I ain't gonna lie. That's most definitely tough. That's most definitely tough.
Time and one time only because Jazz stopped paying attention. Tsunami! Yeah! You can't take a bump, buddy. Well, there goes his heart.
We saw the mock fear on their leader's face. This was a trap from the beginning. This is my arena. Wait a second. Look who it is.
What? What the fuck? What? What the fuck?
I never thought I'd see the day the great one backed up Triple H, but here we are, and I'm so grateful. Mutiny is gonna regret activating the final button.
Oh my! Mama Cage, Mama TV. I'm telling my mom to run for the hill.
Bro, wait. Y'all think the final boss got another baby face run in him? Should we see The Rock do another baby face? He might as well do another baby face run, bro. He can still sit there and act the heel like some points. But just a straight baby face run, I think Rock got another one in him in like 2036. I mean 2026. Rock most definitely got another baby face run in him, bro. We're gonna look at a couple more of these. WWE 2K25.
What you mean I be her? Me and Dana be my eyes. Both sides. Chanel, love on Instagram. Got what she said. We kick it like EA.
Muggers be going crazy on their creator characters.
Range Rover stepping out the whip. Seen both sides of the bitch. I don't rock fiction now. I don't fuck with fake friends. Bitch try to play in my face. I send season.
I need to make my plan, bro.
What I'm gonna do this day? I said to a bitch face.
Tomorrow.
You the type to cover Dre's face. You the type that status name on you. He ain't even a name on you.
I might do that tomorrow.
What you mean I be her? Me and Dana be my.
If not tomorrow. Tomorrow.
It's okay,
Monday.
don't let me find out.
Tuesday, we're gonna do that Tuesday.
Again, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Fix WWE, my nigga. Why the fuck do the other niggas get every fucking reversal when I don't get barely any fucking reversal? The wild button don't even pop up on my shit, cuz. Niggas are literally cheating, cuz. There's no way niggas are not fucking cheating on this game, cuz. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. Come on, cuz. I'm trying to get away from 2K, my nigga. Bro, when I click Y, that shit say early. The nigga Click Y, he get every fucking reversal. Pass reversals and pass the fucking cheaters, cuz. Come on, gang. I'm finna get pissed off. They gave that fucking potential, cuz. Come on, gang. Why the fuck I can't Click Y every time?
Niggas getting screwed. Peak my rise entrance. He on your man, I heard he got hit in his head. I almost died, so I can't say his name because he ain't dead. That nigga fast for you, just got off the fence. You get pissed like $5 like a boy won't come out and spit. Then heard the flash and see it, shit, I'm 10, 10. Fucking outside hoes dead. I don't want him to burn it, he just waiting on my chance. You already say a nigga dead, then a nigga dead. Yeah, bro, you can't hop in here, this bitch a hot car. They like, bro, it's not a smart nigga, 5. The other niggas, nah. Running from my block, you don't know Fisky, Buddha, and Chop. Man, what? Got my pill, man. Bro, no midnight church doing, I be down the school zones. I'm gonna tell you, I'm looking at my niggas like a group home. I ain't getting mad, I'm trying to rob her, call my boo phone. Bitch, I'm from the trenches, you gotta fuck me to my new song. I don't fuck the dead ass. If you didn't say it did, because the fans hot. Bro, told your ass, I want his hand, I don't want no leg shots. Breakfast time, we get on niggas early. We want egg shot, headshot. Me and Gang having the best matches. Off the top with RVD, Matt Hardy. The best Hardy. RVD, back to the top. Only way he knows to go. 5-star, frog, splash, cover. I'm fine. Throw the table at his ass. Throw his dumb ass through that bitch. Pin his ass. Oh!
I got over 100,000 dripping all on my black tee. I should just put some little toppings on this bitch. I made a cream. Ain't tryna do too much. We can get fired for this. All I need.
Alright, bro. That video long as fuck. We trying to sit here and see couple second clips. A minute after match.
And become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. This will have major ramifications in the
Tell you fuck niggas put me up, pipe up.
Why the belts look like that? Why they look so small?
Hey, shouts out Benz now. Hey. I took a white bitch and started to bust. That little bitch got a throat. Fuck. I like a rapper on this. My arm looks like a wrist slit. Like her bitch like I'm born. I like the bitches I'm more. Man, ski on your man, what's it for? Hey, don't want your pussy, just want. Hey, look at me. Fuck on me. Look at me. Fuck on me. Look at me. Fuck on me. Look at me. Yeah. Hey.
Bro, they ain't even getting no action, bro.
Look at me. Fuck on me.
How I see the clips of these niggas just having action, bro. I need a Discord where niggas send me videos.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
Their signature
Since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me cause I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest.
I need to see
the
that.
largest came out my
Real
riches
quick.
for hard times. These niggas just mad cause they bitching my archives. Hey, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up shit since my mama stayed in them apartments. Regardless, my daddy told me keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest.
I ain't gonna lie, that might be unstoppable, bro. That low key might be unstoppable, bro. Who's gonna be prepared for that? Wow. Niggas might be prepared.
The largest, the biggest.
Oh. I just like playing online with friends.
And I'm dead.
Man. Nia Jax just ate a super kick on my trigger. Oh, she blocked that bitch.
I think we're the 2. Oh, this dude. Ow!
Oh, yeah. Now you're doing shit. You're saying 2K25 spot. Y'all really killed yourself. He missed the hook. I wouldn't even know how to feel if I did that. I wouldn't even.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Me, as soon as I see their ass start chasing me out of nowhere.
Shit. Fuck
the
me.
fuck?
Fuck me. Shit. What the fuck? I don't fucking know.
The AI be chasing niggas?
Stop.
I gotta play more, bro.
I don't know what I'm doing. Shit. Fuck me.
All I did was set up my universe mode. Kazama. Odyssey Jones mixed with Oba Femi. Is that Darby? Mark Henry is over him. I'm loving this game already. The creativity we about to see this year is going to be a great year in WWE 2K. This year is going to be a great year.
Rating the tag teams in the Role Play Wrestling League that we host on WWE 2K25. 1 out of 10. As y'all know, I'm basing this off of how good they're in the ring, how good they are in the microphone, and how entertaining their characters are as a whole. Today we have Isolation and Showtime, members of the Stone Dungeon, my second favorite faction in the entire PWO. But these two are worth talking about as a tag team, right? Because you're probably not gonna beat them if you face them. That's just the God's honest truth. They have a combined record of 19-5, which is almost like an 80% win rate. I think I'm not great at math, so somebody.
We gotta get hip to that. We might have to get hip to that.
2K's got to be the biggest finessers in gaming because two of the most popular modes in NBA 2K and WWE 2K can literally be enjoyed if you have an ounce of creativity for free. To be honest, if you're playing my career in NBA 2K, just go player lock in my league. Now listen, I've been aware of this method for a while, but I haven't really done it just because, unfortunately, I've been a slave to my part to 2K for too many years. But I think it's time we switch up now. Literally, you can go into my league right now, make your same exact mod player with more customization and no restrictions. You can make him however you want, right? And he's going to be a higher overall because, to be honest, you know dang well a 99 overall in my career is really like an 80-something in actual 2K, or like a 78 at best, to be honest. I don't know what the exact conversion is, but it's not great. But you can go in my league, and let's say you don't have friends, right? Because you want to play against other people or your friends, right? You're on TikTok, you got Discord. You can find like-minded individuals who will literally join in an online.
This nigga's a hoe. Why you just expose the method? You was a hoe, boy. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Why he exposing the method?
You can all get your custom players, do player lock, and you got my career. without having to pay for VC. But the thing is, it just begs from the fact that you're either going to be A, not creative enough, or you're just too lazy enough to even do this. So you'll pay the extra $100 on VC just to play this when you can literally get the My Career experience in my league. And I don't know how long y'all been playing 2K, but I definitely miss Creative Legend mode. But to be honest, just go player lock in my league, and you have more customization over everything. It's honestly not bad. It's not quite the same, but trust me, you can still get a similar experience in my league as long as you use the player lock feature. As for WWE 2K25, if you genuinely are playing the island mode and you're grinding this out and you're paying money, you are an absolute fool. Because the charm of WWE games is being able to customize your characters however you want, and you can take them online and you can play this for free. Now you are taking something that's always been free and now you're paying for it? You're paying money in this economy? You deserve
it. Just a dumbass nigga. This nigga's a dumbass nigga. Not everybody that's paying money. We've been waiting for shit like this for years. Oh, you're paying money for it? Shut your dumb ass up, nigga. Been waiting for something like this for years.
Just get finessed. Like, I don't know what to say. And the truth is, WWE 2K, in terms of popularity, you don't even get a return on your investment for grinding out trying to be #1 on the island like you would with NBA 2K. And even that doesn't even have a big ROI nowadays anyway. Yes, I'm all for letting people enjoy what they want. But also, if you play My Faction 2 and you're putting money into My Faction 2, especially with community creations being a thing, like...
Yeah, if you just play My Faction, I ain't gonna lie, you a dumbass.
2K's got to be the biggest finessers in gaming because...
I was cooking for a little bit. This shit is boring.
Man, y'all hype this island mode up on WWE 2K25 up so goddamn much. I'm playing this shit. This shit boring as hell. Like, you come to the island just to fight NPCs? Nah, fuck that. I'm going back online.
You're a dumbass. Alright, now that nigga's actually
I'm bragging. Breathing fire like a dragon. Crazy, they said I'm a madman.
My Faction on WWE 2K25.
Money only go up, no it's sudden. Walk inside of the store and I'm cashing now. You say that you holler, say what you about. Oh, what did he say? Better get back, better stay away. Need to get in line, you better behave. I know you scared, boy, I know you afraid. People really trying to show that I changed. Don't need the fame. No matter what, I'll always be the same. I never care what I have to say.
Yeah, them niggas lame as shit. Alright, like one more. One more good one.
Running move. I'm already red. R2 circle next time. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, cause he keep grabbing you.
Yeah, I already seen bullshit. We not about to watch a minute of the Dragon Sleeper.
Bang, bang.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, caught me.
Come on.
Nigga find everybody that helped him win the title last year.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Okay. I want you to get off of me now. Get out. Get out. Oh, okay.
Why that nigga talking into the mic? Get out.
I wanna get out. I wanna get out. Nigga. Yeah. You're done.
Oh
my god. You're done. Oh, Booga.
Oh my god.
Where the fuck that nigga come from?
Fuck that nigga.
Alright, watch out, bro.
What the fuck? That wasn't good enough.
Ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogie.
Strong our opponents part 2. Oh my lord. This is the shit I've been looking for. Anywhere they kick. Outside.
I'm the young Hellraiser. Nigga, I'm waving that OVO, look like I'm crazy. Nigga, y'all know I'm the demon. I'm the young demon, my switchy race hell like Satan. Nigga, I ain't on no faking. I already selling you off with that Drake and be waiting. Nigga, I real be set. Nigga, don't take that trash out or you gon' be a victim. I overkill my switch. Put that bitch right on your list, man, you give it a catch. Nigga, don't send me a bitch. I would've killed me bricks, I ain't playing that shit. Nigga, don't send me no bitch.
My God.
I put Drake in her coochie just like it's a dick. Nigga, I'm
What do you even do?
Nigga, it's get him in hunt so y'all know we don't miss. Nigga, this shit like the coup. Nigga, this shit like the cuss. Come join in my clan. Nigga.
What do you even do? Like, there wasn't even anything you could really come on. Like, come on, that bitch and do, bro. I on this shit. The fuck?
Oh, you've never used samples like
They
this?
just give us an ad on that shit. That we wasn't supposed to get an ad on. Made it to this part of the stream. WU. Shout out you. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and end it here, man. We've been live for like, I don't know how long. It's been like 15, 16 hours. W sleep stream. WIRL stream last night. W Hotbox. W Mukbang. I'll see y'all tomorrow at like 2 or 3 p.m. Because Raw come on at like 4. Yeah. Until then, at Party Boy Frizzy on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Follow up, sub up. Have a great rest of y'all day. Stay safe. Love y'all, man. We out.